Latest wastewater research shows COVID-19 levels are rising in much of the province. And schools are already noticing the impact, with more students and staff sick these days. That's why the Saskatchewan Teachers Federation wants some public health measures reinstated.
The responsible thing to do would be to just simply say, out of personal responsibility, everybody needs to wear a mask in our schools until this wave is over.
The Teachers Federation also wants to see isolation requirements return, along with more data on COVID cases in Saskatchewan schools and access to PCR testing for teachers. All of that was dropped about a month and a half ago as part of the province's strategy to learn to live with COVID. Earlier this week, Dr. Theresa Tam, Canada's Chief Public Health Officer, warned that the sixth wave of the pandemic is upon us.
It's very likely that Omicron variant, the BA2 sublineage, is spreading quite widely in your community.
Dr. Tam also encouraged everyone who's eligible to get a COVID booster shot. But with many students not old enough to get vaccinated, the Teachers Federation says it leaves them more vulnerable to the virus, and it wants the Saskatchewan government to do something to protect them. Health Minister Paul Merriman says the government doesn't plan on bringing back public health mandates at this time, but he points out people still have the choice of whether they'd like to continue wearing a mask.
I think those conversations should be happening around the dinner table with families, whether they feel that if somebody in their family is immune compromised, that they should have masks on, whether they go outside or go to school.
Meanwhile, the opposition says it wants to hear what the province's top doctor has to say about masking in schools. It's also calling for regular COVID data reports to be brought back and for PCR testing to be expanded. Corey Coleman, CBC News, Regina.